The fall holidays don't just mark the beginning of a new season and a new year, but also marks the end of an old season and of the last year. And to begin the new season well, we have to end the last season in year well. And part of what that means is we don't want to bring the schmutz, the garbage, the dirt that has clung to us from the old season into the new season. That's why God gave to us Yom Kippur, 10 days after Rosh Hashanah, the Feast of Trumpets, the Day of Atonement, that we may be washed, cleansed, and purified, and enter the season completely free and renewed. Now, the Day of Atonement was the holiest day of the year. It was the one day of the year that the high priest could enter into the Holy of Holies to make atonement for the people. And he'd offer these sacrifices. Why? Because the life is in the blood, and the blood is given to make atonement upon the altar for us. But it seems kind of barbaric. What's the significance of that? The word for sacrifices is the word korban or korbanot in the plural. It comes from the word karav in Hebrew, which means to draw near. Sin distances us, but sacrifice draws us near to Him. Think about it. When you hurt a friend or do something mean or that's wrong, it creates distance between you and that person until there is atonement, until forgiveness can be achieved. The scriptures say that the soul that sins should die. Just like there's natural laws of the universe, there are spiritual laws of the universe, and there are consequences when we break them. But God in His goodness did not want us as His children to experience that, but He wanted us to understand the seriousness of it. So He allowed us to offer a sacrifice, an atonement, a korban for our sins that would draw us near, bridge the gap, reconnect us, and that is the significance of Yom Kippur. But according to the Hebrew scriptures, Leviticus 23, these sacrifices were offered year after year. Kippur comes from the word kafar, to make atonement, but it literally means a covering. Why is that significant? Think about it for a moment. When you go out at the holiday time and you're really excited and you maybe buy too many presents for family and friends and you get the bill a bit later and you open up, you're like, oy vey, I can't afford to pay this, it's so much. What do you do to not get in trouble, to ruin your credit? You just pay the monthly minimum. But if you only pay the monthly minimum, you're only paying on the interest and not on the principal. And that's exactly what the credit card companies want you to do, because you'll never pay it off and they'll make money on you forever. That's like the sacrifices of the Old Testament. They were just a covering. They paid the minimum but could not wipe the debt completely clean. But when Messiah came, Yeshua, Jesus, He offered a greater sacrifice once and for all. We read about this several places in the book of Hebrews, and His death didn't just cover the interest, but it paid the interest and the principal, and it wiped our slate clean once and for all. It says this in Hebrews chapter 10, for this reason, sacrifices offered endlessly year after year could not perfect those who draw near to worship. If it could, it would have been stopped being offered, for the worshipers have been cleansed once and for all and would no longer feel guilty for their sins. But that's what Messiah did for us. Isn't that amazing, friends? When you receive Him into your life, your account, the debt you owe, is wiped clean. And not only that, He gives you His robes of righteousness. That's why we wear white on Yom Kippur. It reminds us that we are going to be perfected and wear His glory one day. So friends, receive His atonement. Ask forgiveness. Search your heart. What areas in your life are you falling short? Search your heart. Ask the Lord. He wants to pardon and forgive you so that you might be washed clean and made whole. That is the blessing of what Messiah has done for us, to know that your name has been written forever eternally in the Lamb's book of life. That is something to celebrate and rejoice over. Shalom, shalom.